welcome back to my YouTube channel, Old School Gunner. How are you all getting on out there, guys? Not very well, I'd imagine, guys, after the match today, guys. Shocking result, guys. Shocking performance. Everything you would want, guys. Smash that like for me, guys. Smash that subscribe to my channel, Old School Gunner. Alright, guys, now I'm going to get into it. As you know, guys, the match finished. Manchester City 5, Arsenal 0. The scorers were Gundogan after 7 minutes, Torres after 12, Jesus after 43, Rodri after 53, and then Torres again 84 minutes, guys. 5-0. Yeah, guys. The headline here, guys: wretched 10-man Arsenal left in tatters by strikerless Manchester City. Yeah, guys, like it says, guys, we got a player sent off. Granit Xhaka got himself sent off in the game, guys. Ignominy, guys. Ignominy is following indignity, guys. We'll be making the wrong start of history recently. It's our worst start to a Premier League season in 67 years. We're pointless, goalless, hapless and rudderless, guys. We're rooted in the relegation zone and stumbling into crisis. Europe's biggest spenders this transfer window, guys. That's what we are. Arsenal are Europe's biggest transfer window. We spent the most money this transfer window, guys. We're Europe's biggest transfer window spenders. But we couldn't get Harry Kane and we couldn't get Cristiano Ronaldo either. For the second successive week, Manchester City have defeated the team 5-0. Last week we were overpowered by Romelu Lukaku. This week we were crushed by Manchester City's second string attackers, Gabriel Jesus and Ferran Torres. It was Pep Guardiola's first unchanged Premier League team since 2017, strengthening his argument that he is happy with the players at his disposal. Yeah, Arsenal proved an inappropriate tribute to Vincent Kompany, guys, by absolute statuesque defending. City, in fairness, were genuinely excellent. Jack Grealish played with a swagger. Bernardo Silva and Gundogan with understated class. Torres and Jesus with a willingness to scurry after everything. But Arsenal were wretched, guys. They were absolutely awful. It's a decade since the day, guys. A decade to the day since we lost 8-2 to Manchester United at Old Trafford. This was yet another traumatic trip to Manchester, guys. That trashing, guys, prompted Arsenal to hire Mikel Arteta in their midfield. And while this may not prompt them to fire him, their plight invites the question of whether they should. Arteta himself, guys, he's feeling luckless. And though 3 games is a small sample size as Guardiola's sidekick, he helped City secure a record 100 Premier League points. His numbers with Arsenal are less flattering. To be honest, he had nothing to do with that, City getting 100 league points. That was all Pep Guardiola. Arsenal had a solitary shot on target, guys, and 19% of possession. Each unwanted club league records since such figures were first compiled. Wow. That's crazy, guys. New club league records. 1 shot. 1 solitary shot, guys, and 19% of possession. Under Mikel Arteta, guys, Arsenal have plummeted to new lows. Very new lows. Most things Arteta has tried this season have backfired, guys, and this was no exception. He attempted to adopt a policy of safety in numbers by incorporating an extra centre-back, but Arsenal conceded twice before many supporters had taken their seats. Not since 2017, guys, have we been 2-0 down in a top flight game so quickly, and that was before Xhaka departed, again looking a liability. Granit Xhaka, guys. I mean, like I keep saying in my videos, Mikel Arteta just rewards failure, guys. Gives this guy a new contract, gives Xhaka a new contract, keeps him at the club when we could have got rid of him, guys. We would have managed to get rid of him really if we wanted to. And then he keeps guys, keeping Xhaka, giving him a better contract, and the same with Rob Holding. That doesn't make any sense if you ask me, guys. Like, guys, it wasn't City's first choice striking partnership, yeah. It was Gabriel Jesus and Ferran Torres. Gundogan as well gone in on the act, guys. I mean to say, And what about Arteta's team selection, guys? Why on earth is he playing Sead Kolasinac of all people? A player whose future, guys, seem to lie elsewhere. He was heading for the exit, guys. Now he's in the starting 11. We fielded 2 players who are left backs by trade, guys. And we still conceded 3 crosses from the left. We had left backs on that side, guys. Guys that are left backs. And we still conceded 3 crosses from the left side, guys. Silva, guys, he delivered the second, getting the better of Suarez, Xhaka and Rob Holding, guys. He was similarly clinical at the end, guys, heading in such with Riyad Mahrez's crossing. Torres has been very, very good for them, guys, for Manchester City. He's the closest thing to a centre forward in a midfielder heavy squad. He had a poacher's finish, but he showed another side to his game in City's third. Yeah. City's third goal, guys, they went from one box to the other. The goalkeeper passed it straight up to centre forward. Torres let it break. Grealish surged into the box to set up Jesus, and he took the ball in from close range. 7 days after Grealish's maiden City goal, this was a first statistic since his 100 million move. After that, guys, Rodri steered in a side-footed effort from 20 yards. Yeah. He was set up by Torres, but Arsenal stood off him. In the moment, as in the game, guys, it was much too easy for Manchester City. I'm just looking at this possession stats here, guys. Manchester City, 80%. Arsenal, 20%. Attempts on target, City 10, Arsenal 0. Corners, City 14, Arsenal 0. Fouls, City 5, Arsenal 7. I mean to say, guys, the lineups were Ederson for City, Walker, Diaz, Laporte and Cancelo. In the midfield they had Silva, Rodri, Gundogan. Up front they had Jesus, Torres and Grealish. Arsenal, guys, had Leno, Cedric, Chambers, Holding, Kolasinac, Tierney, Saka, Odegaard, Granit Xhaka, Emile Smith-Rowe and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Oh man. Of course Xhaka got himself sent off, like, as I said, guys. Arteta, for me, guys, needs to offer his resignation. Today he did one thing a manager cannot ever do. He gave up, guys. From the moment of Xhaka's red card until half-time, the manager did nothing, leaving Martin Odegaard as a one-man midfield against one of the best teams in the country. You cannot do that, guys. How can you ask your players to soldier on when you yourself give up? He re-signed Xhaka to a long-term contract, guys, a player of his ability. Awful from Arsenal, guys, as expected. Arteta doesn't know how to manage the players. The players don't know how to manage games. The captain doesn't know how to tackle. The experienced players don't know how to lead. Today was a demonstration of everything Arsenal currently are. Absolutely hopeless and rudderless. City were okay. Norwich gave them a tougher time last week. Yeah, guys. It's not that Arsenal have lost the first 3 games of the season that's so depressing, guys. It's the manner of the defeat, guys. Aside from 20 odd minutes, guys, total in the Chelsea game, people say trust the process, but for how much longer? Guys. Does Arteta deserve until January, guys? Hard to say. Arsenal bottom of the league now, guys. We've 0 points, we've no goals. It's kind of sad, guys, as a football fan, as an Arsenal fan, to see a club like this in this situation. Yeah. It's about time we give Sam Allardyce a call, guys, and get him in to save the club. People talking about Antonio Conte, this, that and the other. He wouldn't come to a club like ours, guys, let's be honest. Especially when we're not in Europe and we're not going to get in this season. We are a big club, guys, with a lot of success, and we should be more competitive. A lot of people I know, guys, Arsenal fans, they just switched off the TV when the game was on. Arteta surely needs to go now, guys. He's clueless, guys. It's also verging on suspicious how Arsenal maintain this amount of awful players. Maybe Kroenke hates the fans so much he wants to get them relegated. Xhaka, guys, he will never learn. I mean, never. Arteta, guys, Xhaka cannot be trusted, guys. And for people saying the red card was harsh, two-footed lunges like that would have got you an early bat in the 80s. Never mind now. It makes little difference to the result. But brainless nonsense once again by a total liability. Xhaka is a complete liability, guys. And Arteta rewards his inability, his failure, with a new contract, when we could have easily have gotten rid of the player. Then Arteta says after that, oh, I never really wanted to let the player go. Like, think about it, guys. Alright, guys, listen. So what do you think, guys? Are you happy with the result? I mean, obviously you're not happy with the result. But what do you think about Mikel Arteta? And what do you think about Granit Xhaka now? I mean, how long is it going to continue like this? Do we have these kind of problems in the team? The team selection today, it's the competitiveness of the team, guys. They're not willing to get stuck in. There's no one making an effort. And Arteta looks at them like he doesn't know what's going on. What does he see in training? I mean, what takes part in training? The defence is worse than it's ever been. He brought in a defensive coach that he knew from Manchester City. Manchester City were delighted to let this guy go, guys. He was that bad. He hasn't sorted any of the problems out in training at London Colony. I mean, the team is worse now than ever. And the inability, guys, of Mikel Arteta to react when things are going bad. He left Martin Odegaard in the midfield alone against one of the best midfields in the world, against City's midfield. What did he expect to happen? I mean, his mismanagement, his misuse of players, he's misguided, his technical ability, guys, technically, leadership qualities. He makes bad decisions. He rewards average players, guys, that make a lot of failure for the club, guys. There's a lot of failures at the club, and he's rewarding them, guys. Why did he pick Kolasinac? But never mind that, Kolasinac is a left-sided player. That's his position. Yet we conceded from 3 crosses from that side. I mean, Kolasinac hasn't had game time, hasn't had playing time, but he's playing him. He's putting him in there against City. I mean, guys aren't match fit. Guys aren't motivated. There's no belief. We had given up before the game even started, and the manager gave up. He just threw in the towel. He just sat there holding his hands. That's it. You know what I mean? Sat there holding his hands, watching what was going on. Leaving Odegaard to struggle against Manchester City's midfield, arguably the greatest midfield today in world football. What did he expect was going to happen? Lads, I'm going to leave it there. Smash that like for me, smash that subscribe, and see you next time. Come on, you Gooners. Peace.